As a seller or someone responsible for managing an Amazon account for a brand, you're busy and there's already so much to think about. Knowing when to buy more stock can easily snowball into bigger problems if it's missed. But if you're a seller on Amazon, I'm going to show you a quick tip that's going to help you out. Hi, I'm Steve. I'm the director of Reflex Consultancy, and in this video, we're going to show you how to set up stock replenishment alerts in Seller Central so you'll be notified when it's time to start thinking about a stock reorder. To do it, we're going to jump on over to my own Seller Central account and I'll guide you through how to set it up. So in the Manage Inventory page in Seller Central, if you don't know how to get there, just click the menu icon, go for Inventory and Manage All Inventory. And here you'll see the list of SKUs that I've got set up in this account. Now what you see in this available column here are some bell icons next to the available inventory. And these are the stock replenishment alerts that we're going to set up today. So you can see here I've got 2 reds and 1 yellow. The yellow means it's fine. That means the trigger hasn't been set yet. And I'll show you how to set that trigger. But the red means that that trigger has been activated. I need to reorder some stock. Actually, you can see in this column here, more stock is at the fulfillment center right now being unpacked. So that one's fine. However, I've got a new SKU launching soon. And as you can see, there is no inventory alert set up for that one yet. So I'm going to show you how to do that while I do it myself. What I'm also going to do is adjust the alerts for the rest of the SKUs that I've got in the account as well. So I'm going to do it all in one go. To start off with, I'm just going to tick this little checkbox here to select every SKU that I've got in this account. And then on the action drop down, I'm going to see stock replenishment alerts. So when you head into here, it's going to say, you're going to change an alert on everything. Are you sure? Yes, that's what I want to do. And you'll see here the full list of SKUs that we've got in the account. And we've got a little calculation right in the middle of average units shipped based on the past 30 days. So this dynamically changes. So the system can know roughly when you're going to run out of stock based on the previous 30 days. It's quite useful to know, but there is a little pitfall in it, which I'll come on to in a sec. So we can see the 2 SKUs at the top here already have alerts set up. In the column, when do you want to be alerted by email? You've got 2 options, when weeks of cover is reached or when fulfillable quantity is reached. So I have it on weeks of cover. I know at the time that I set this, it was roughly 6 weeks between me talking to suppliers, getting the stock and it being available on Amazon. So there's no out of stock crossover. That's actually changed now. It's more like 8 weeks. So I'm going to tweak those alerts, but at the same time, I'm going to set it up for the new SKU, which I can see is this one just here and there's no alert set up. So I'm going to choose the alert type. I'm going to go weeks of cover. And for this one, I'm going to go 8 weeks of cover. And actually to make things simple, I'm going to apply this alert to all the SKUs. You can see everything has changed, which is great. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I mentioned a little pitfall earlier with the weeks average units shipped, essentially your weeks of cover for the last 30 days. And how Amazon are calculating it. Now, this obviously looks at the past. What it can't predict is any kind of future sales that you're going to submit, any deals, promotions, any advertising pushes that might increase your sales. So that 15 units per week could actually go to 50 units per week if I got really aggressive on price next week or something along those lines. So this is a kind of a rudimentary thing to do. It's kind of basic, but it does help put a foundational kind of safety net. So put your alert threshold, however length of time that you need to give yourself that safety net. Put it at 10 weeks, put it at 12 weeks if you want to give yourself more time. Just to get that trigger is super useful because, as I said in the intro, when you miss a stock reorder deadline, that can snowball into 1 or 2 days at the start into being out of stock for a week. And that's not something anybody wants to do. So back to this, when this is set up and this is looking exactly how we want it, we just hit save and it's saved the alert. So after just a couple of minutes, I'm back at the Manage Inventory page and I can see that alert bell has appeared on that new SKU. It's obviously red because there's no stock available just yet. It is there, it's just been unpacked at the warehouse, but that bell is there. If I hover over the bell, it tells me that my alert is set at 8 weeks of cover. I can see the others have also updated to the 8 weeks of cover if I hover over it. To be honest, this one should have probably been on fire when it alerted because I did run out of stock by accident on that one. Never do that if you can help it. But yeah, those alerts have now been updated and I can see them in my manage inventory page, and I will get the email when that 8 weeks of cover triggers. So now what's going to happen is when that 8 weeks of stock alert does trigger, I'm going to get an email from Amazon telling me that I need to reorder some stock, and I'll start working with my suppliers to get more stock in. Super useful, and it's a shame that this isn't set up by default during the setup process, but it's worth setting up now. If this was helpful, please hit the like button and consider subscribing for more videos about Amazon and e-commerce in the future. And if you're a brand who needs help with selling online, head on over to reflexconsultancy.com to hire us. But for now, happy selling.